welcome. Today we're going to learn how to do this very funky new stitch that actually I invented, and I'm calling it chain link stitch. I had a naming contest just recently on Instagram and on Facebook on how to name it, and there you go. Chain links kind of appealed to me, and it sure looks like a chain link fence, which is kind of cool, so I liked it. So the way we do this, we're just going to create a chain, however long we need to have a chain for whatever particular pattern. And when we're chaining, we're doing it loosely. So just really chain loosely so you can easily go back into the stitches. Now, whenever you have reached the appropriate length in your chain, what you're going to do is you're going to chain 4 extra stitches. 1, 2, 3, 4. And this counts as 1, 2, 3, 4. Now we're going into the 5th stitch and we're going to be drawing up a loop. There you go. Now we got 2 stitches on our hook. And what we do next is we're going to chain 1, 2, 3 stitches into that very same stitch that we first draw a loop through. My yarn is a little tangled up, so sorry. And then we have these 2, 1 chain over here and 1 stitch. So we're going to pull this through here. Now we're having 1 stitch, and that's our first stitch we created. Now we're going to go into the next stitch, which is lying across right here. So this is connected with this right here. We're not touching it. We're going to go into the next available chain, which is right here. Draw up a loop, chain 1, 2, 3, and pull through. And that is what you're doing. Keep going to the next one. Okay, draw up a loop, chain 1, 2, 3, and pull through. And you continue doing that the whole row. Actually, I'm going to do one more. And then I'll show you how the next row goes. So draw 1, chain 1, 2, oops, my yarn is tight again here, 3, and pull through. Let me just make sure my yarn comes, oh, I see, I had my samples over here. Anyway, so now let's just think that we're done with the row. This is what it looks like. It's very unruly, kind of a little weird, but really cool in the end. So once we're done with this, we're going to go ahead in the front. Again, we're going to do extra 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So we're chaining the 4 stitches, and we're going to go into the next front and back of our previously created row. So going in front and back is right here. You see how you have the 2 right there? And draw up a loop and chain 1, 2, 3, and pull through the last stitch on the hook. And there you go. You can see already that it begins to look like a chain link. And then continue again. And this time we're not going to pull up 4 first. We're going to go straight into the next stitch, which again, it's front and back. Go in here, draw up a loop, chain 1, 2, 3, and pull through. And we're leaving this one alone because this is this stitch once again. So we're going to go to the next one. And sometimes you have to give it a tug and see where it goes. Again, you see the 2 stitches right here and go through front and back. And draw up a loop, chain 1, 2, 3, and pull through. And that's pretty much it. That's how this goes. And when you turn it around, again, you're chaining 4, you're going into the next stitch, not this one, but this one where the 2 lay across, and you continue doing that. And in the end, it creates this fabulous chain link look. Look at this, very fun. So you could do it with different yarn weights. You could do, you know, all kinds of different things, and you can use different hooks. This one was an M hook, and it was done on a sport weight yarn. And this one was done on a U hook. U-hook is 25 millimeters thick. Look at that. Huge, right? Yeah. And that one was created with this, and this one was created with several yarns held together. And it's a great way of getting rid of some leftovers and just making something look really wild. And the end result is very cool because you can make tunics and God knows what with it. Very cool. Anyway, thank you for listening and watching, and I'll see you next time.